Hello, Home Daily Bible Readings. We are at June 11th. June 11th, Genesis 39, 6 through 18. And what we find is that for Sunday school, we are in a series, and this series is all about wisdom. So we know the story of Joseph, or the background of Joseph, that Joseph was sold by his brothers into the land of Egypt. Joseph is now at this point where we are, chapter 39, verse 6, Joseph is in Potiphar's house. And Potiphar is a big ruler. He has servants, he has people, he has everything that he needs. He is ready to go. Okay. Potiphar, verse 6, puts everything in his hand. And so much so that Potiphar didn't even know what he had and how much he had, because Joseph took good care of it. And Joseph was a godly person and well favored. When you are godly, when you are well favored, you still have to keep the principles of God. You still have to follow after the principles of God. You still have to do the things that God has designed for you to do. You still have to be that godly person that God designs for you to be. Having said that, it came to pass that the master's wife, Potiphar's wife, she's not given a name, she's referred to as Potiphar's wife, cast her eyes on Joseph. Remember, Joseph has climbed up. He was sold by his brothers. Joseph has climbed up in Potiphar's house. Now he has everything that Potiphar has, except for he is not Potiphar. The wife comes and she says, lie with me, have sex with me, be in bed with me. You may get a lot of propositions as a child of God. And Joseph used wisdom to get away from this proposition. He refused, and he said, behold, my master wotteth not or knoweth not what is with me in the house, and he has committed everything in my hands. There's none greater than the house than me. Neither hath he kept back anything from me but you. So he tells Potiphar's wife this, because you're his wife. How then can I do this great wickedness and sin against God? So now he's not talking about sinning against Potiphar. He understands that this is his boss. He understands that his boss is powerful. He understands all of this is not right for him to do to Potiphar, who he is under. He says, I have everything. I know what's in your house. I know what's in your account. I know, I understand. I have written it down. It's been written down. It's been done. It's calculated. But he didn't give me you. So I can't do anything with that. He says, and then I would sin against God. So Joseph obviously had some great teaching about how to respect God when you are dealing with people. And some of us need to learn how to respect God when we deal with people, because it's all about dealing with people and making those connections. And Potiphar's wife kept coming. She kept saying, come lie with me, come here, day to day. And he wouldn't listen to her, because now it is respecting Potiphar, but more so than that, Joseph had the sense to know, I'm respecting God when I respect Potiphar. So I'm not going to take over. I'm not going to take his wife. It's available to me, because she was offering herself. It's available to me, but I'm not going to do anything with that. I'm not going to do it. It came to pass about this time that Joseph went in the house to do his business, and none of the men were present, she caught him by his garment. She caught him on an off day. She caught him when he was by himself. She caught him and said, lie with me. He left his garment in her hand and fled and got away. So sometimes you have to run from the enemy. Sometimes you have to get away from the enemy. Sometimes it's not enough just to do talk. And here Joseph is believing in his God, not going to sin against his God, thereby not sinning against Potiphar. Okay? And it came to pass when she saw he left his garment, she was like, she called unto the men of her house and said, see, he brought this Hebrew in here to mock us. He came in to lie with me. And I cried with a loud voice, liar. She just lied. You can't call it anything else. She just lied. And it came to pass when he heard that I lifted up my voice and cried, that he left his garment with me and fled and got him out. And she laid up his garment by her until Potiphar came home. And she spake the same thing to him, Potiphar, about this word. The Hebrew servant which you brought us came to mock me, and I did lift up my voice and cry, and he left his garment with me and fled out. Joseph resisted the temptation because he knew that he would not sin against Potiphar. That wasn't his issue. His issue was that he would not sin against God. Joseph resists his temptation, Genesis 39, 6 through 18. God bless.